Alright, so here we go. Got this thing moved over here to where vehicles come to die. That's what my wife told me. So, one last look at this piece of work before I start cutting on it. Today, hopefully, I'll have this whole back end here from the wheels cut off. We'll make me a little shed out of it. Got a little bit of everything piled up in here. But eventually did finally get my mess right there cleaned up. It's too bad. So if you want to watch while I cut, maybe I got somewhere to set that at, I don't know. Alright, so here's what I got done yesterday. I sliced all the way down to this lip that the seats ride on, and I just got started on pulling out these coolant lines for the rear heater. Cut the bar there that runs through there, as well as the two that run the length of the bus here in the roof. And I don't know if you can tell it or not, but I don't know if you can tell it, but I did actually cut the roof all the way across. That was fine. I didn't want to cut all this, so I just went through here real quick and took all the screws out. So I'm gonna pull this section off. This should just pull apart. I'm gonna keep this section here, and the rest of it I'll demolish. Trying to figure out how I want to go about cutting this floor, because you know there's plywood and metal, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to pull some of this wood up or something. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to work that, but probably it'll take up some of the floor to expose it. Really, that's not my favorite flavor of rubber to be breathing when it gets hot. It's pretty bad. So bring it back later when I got something else to show. Oh yeah, I've also got to cut the clamps off the bottom of it too, so that shouldn't be hard or anything though. Yeah, just gonna roll it off. Alright, so here's what I got done. Cut all the way through the wall, the ceiling, down here, and got the floor all cut up. Pulled the rubber mat away. Howdy guys.
Howdy. Howdy.
So now it just leaves cutting the clamps underneath so I can get this off of here. Okay, so I already started tugging a little, and blame me if I didn't almost smack a gutter pulling the bus over. But I got it to move that much, and what I think's going on here is that I might need to just, I'm not sure. I mean, I know I cut that piece of tube steel there. You should be able to tell what I'm going on about right there. See, there's two of those there in the length of the bus, but I want to unscrew this other piece of roof there and Maybe this is kind of holding it in a little bit, I don't know. It's trying to move. Poor old van's only 2-wheel drive, so it can only do but so little. So I'm going to take these screws out right here across this real quick, and I'll bring you guys along for the jerking set. So in case you guys are wondering how strong this stuff is, I mean, it is just ever so slightly bowed out just a tiny little bit. But I was taking a run and go and jerking on this sucker right here. I thought that for sure would do something. Sorry, I don't have a tripod anymore. Ever seen something so funny before? So I guess I definitely did get her. What's looking like it's going to happen though, unfortunately, is this is probably going to get caught up on the frame, and it's probably not going anywhere unless I really can get it just to pull on over. But I don't think I missed any clamps or any of that goodness. I'll be honest, this is one of the more funner things I've done right here. And look, the bumper mounts are so bad off, and just took a bumper with it. So I think if I keep coming, I'll get it off of there. Looks like it's just barely going to miss that power line too. Watch out, guys! I did that. One-handed. That was fun. Yeah, it's safe now.
What was that shattering noise I heard?
Shattering?
Sounds like glass had broken.
Oh, that's all the dirt and stuff in there.
May I crawl through and see what it's like?
No.
Whoa. Hey, I can actually touch the roof for a change.
What's up, David? That worked out better than I thought.
Definitely. Wow. Anymore.
Man, guys, Allie, I was showing you how bad that rust was right there. Broke a bumper off there and was ripping it off the other side too.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're not going to be driving down the road in that.
No, not with it like that. We'll take it down the road when it's time to go to the metal yard.
just leave it at the metal?
Oh, it was caught on some of that one wrist support. You can see it bent it. Huh. So I wanted to show you a video last night, but this camera I got now doesn't like dark at all. I guess because it's doing the HD stuff or whatever or another. But here's what we're left with. There's the piece off the roof that I unscrewed, and I think we'll keep every one of these sheets because that'll give me some nice sheet metal to make projects out of them. Whatever, another. So to get this off, I had to cut this piece of angle. It was actually bolted to the very back of the frame. And then I had clamp there, clamp there, clamp there, clamp there, clamp there. There also was another clamp over here. You just can't tell it because I cut the bolt off. And clamp there, and then there's an additional bolt clamping her down there too, what you usually see on most of the length of the boat, especially the boats that I live in. Anyway, got that pulled down, and look, as hard as I was jerking on that, that's the only damage that it really did to this hatch channel here. I mean, this stuff's pretty tough for what it's thrown into. I was kind of impressed. I've seen some videos on YouTube of them scrapping out these things and putting up with quite a beating out of track hose and claw machines, but it's pretty good. This here I'm making me an office out of in a shed. I don't know what I'm going to do about the door because I don't want to use a midget door. But I'm going to clean this mess out and drag it over on the other side of the yard to use it. I'm going to go get me a winch and pull it. I think the van will drag it across the ground, but I will grab a winch just in case. I wanted to pull it on its roof, and then I thought, oh gravy, I got this roof hatch here that I need to stay in one piece, so better not do that. I bent the bumper back up to where it's supposed to be, and now the bus won't start. It's because of the stupid starter interlock they got on here, and I only say that because they should just disable it when they sell this to a person for personal use, because there ain't gonna be kids on it anymore. But there used to be a switch right here that would make contact with, I don't remember which wire or another, but you know, it'd make an alarm go off if you open the back door, and it also is hooked up to a starter interlock and won't let it start. Well, there's another one here too, so if you lock the door to prevent people from getting on and stuff, you can't start your bus. I'm going to make another video and show you how to disable that for you guys that own schoolies and need to defeat this feature, because it will leave you stranded if you're not careful. Contacts go bad or something like that, and your vehicle don't want to start, you know. He wants to call a tow truck over something silly like that. So up there's the wiring harness for it, because I just unclipped them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trace and figure out which one of these on that harness needs to be jumpered so I can make this happen. Which they had disabled the ones on the windows, because when I took the windows out, the emergency windows I mean, it still started. So what's up, guys?
Nothing, just in the wine.
Don't get on that. And then I'll pull all this junk and load it up in there later and cut this body off and haul all this body part to the scrap yard, and then this thing's really going to be interesting looking when I drive it back home. Forgot, I got to do something with all this insulation. So I figured I'd show you what I've gotten accomplished here. Today's the 21st of November 2020. I have done this here, taken all the screws out, all the side panels, screws that didn't want to come out. Well, you know what I did? I just chopped the heads of the screws off. Took all that off. So now it's really getting down to bare nothing. I'm not going to pull apart the walls there. I don't want that much more I don't want that much more of fiberglass to have to throw away. See, I got a whole box where I had to buy a new freezer when our other one over there kicked the crapper on me. Glory to God, didn't lose no food. It was full of meat. But now, if you want to know what your bus is made out of, under those panels, this is what you got. I think it messed up just a little bit right there, maybe. I don't guess it really mattered too much, but that is quite sloppy. One thing I will say, and I hate talking against International, but really, what kind of welding you got going on there? I saw that same stuff in my bus too, and I don't know. That's kind of crappy, but I do understand this galvanized stuff is a little more difficult to weld. I just started trying to weld it with a flex core welder and didn't realize it was a little more aggravating to deal with. But anyway, so there's what it looks like on the inside of the cap. I'm definitely going to cut this front cap here off the bus and keep it just for giggles, lights and all. If you're watching this, chances are there's parts off this bus still for sale and all. You never know. I'm going to buy more of them to cut up. So if you need any bus stuff, just give me a yell on here. My email is patrick@patrickthesalvageguy.com. All spelled out how it sounds. Sell all kinds of stuff. Engines, transmissions, all kinds of different vehicles I fool with. You never know. Let me know what you're looking for and I might be able to hook you up. So the next time I bring you guys along, I'm going to have these, I'm going to have the roof portion here hacked off. But I'm not sure exactly how I want to stack and deal with all that, but I'll get to it eventually. Alright, so I've cut most of those supports all the way through on both sides, except for the last and first there, I guess you'd say. I don't know. Got the bus heater out. Take my sawzall and cut through the roof here. Hopefully I can just drop some of this down on here. Not really sure how that's going to work out, but we'll find out in a minute or three. And I finally got me a cheap tripod. So let's use that. Let's see if I can get this cut up without getting cut up myself. this shape that's in right here. Looks like I need to take that out there down first. If it falls on me, at least y'all get to watch that. I know some of you'd enjoy it. So, not everybody will be disappointed, right? Alright, let's try it with this. Yeah. Probably should have got some gloves on, but yeah, I'm already in here. Forget it. So at least for the roof, it looks like that's going to work out. Coming after me. That was fun. Probably looked like I got hit, but it just hit the side. Thank God. Alright, so I'm going to repeat the process some more. See if we can't get this off. Now, there's no seeing to it. We're just going to see how much effort it's going to take. Crowbar. Do see where it needs cut, and then when I cut that, it's definitely on top of the way. So let me make sure the camera's still recording, so if I get hurt, we can all have a good laugh. Oh yeah, still going. It's got a screw that came out of it, guys. That's what I'm hearing bouncing around in there. I don't know if you can see right here or not. There's a pointed screw inside this that's working its way out. I don't really want to badmouth Harbor Freight. They're pretty good about their return policy, but man, some of this stuff didn't put together very good. get to where it needs to go anyway. At least won't get hit by sharp stuff. This side. Well, touching it when it slices through that electrical cord, but it's really trying to be my patience. I'll put that button to hold it on and it goes. You'll squeeze it for sure. I don't know if I want to do another one or not. Kind of do. So let's do it. This stuff's coming down fairly easy. It'll be the walls and all that give me the most trouble. We'll swap blades and go back to that thing that keeps bending. It's cutting through the sheet metal just fine. It just don't want to go through a lot of it. So. I changed the angle so you get an idea of what I'm doing. Got about a 1/4 inch left on this right here, and then maybe 3 inches worth on the sheet metal here to cut before this part falls out. That's what I want to. This thing screws dancing around in there. Sorry. Well, they don't want to come out there, so let's go ahead and finish. I expected it to fall. Oh, it's because I cut this one over here. That makes sense. Not good sense, but should have cut it first. Here, I thought I cut all the roof on him, Patrick. See. So, yeah, there's that shed. I'll drag over here. There's the outside. I know that looks fabulous, don't it? But I sold the windows out of that bus not thinking that I was going to reuse this portion, but you can tell I welded it there some and all that. And I took some of the metal off the roof there and just reassembled it. And yeah, there's the piece that was above the driver's section. Thought that just fit in there nice, and then I just quit caring about what it looked like and just foamed the crap out of it. There's like a big hole right here and everything. Not anymore. Thanks so much for your time. I love you guys, and as always, praise the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And if you don't know who He is, go check out sharingthetruthinlove.com and click on the Salvation tab and learn for yourself who the Creator of the world is and what He did by sending His only begotten Son to save wicked, worthless people like us. Love you guys. Have a great day.